Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about SNAP benefits, and President Biden just announced an increase that will be up to $1,768 per year, depending on the size of your household. So let's discuss the details in this video, but before we do, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I also have a second channel, so if you could do me a huge favor, click on the link that's in the description of this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my second channel. I'm going to be giving away a stimulus check on that channel just as a thank you for supporting my work. Okay guys, so recently we've actually had some bad news regarding stimulus. The unemployment stimulus is about to end on Labor Day, and it looks like that's not going to be extended. The eviction moratorium has officially ended as well. And although Democrats continue to work on the next stimulus package, the American Family Stimulus Plan, nothing is yet set in stone. We could get a fourth round of stimulus checks. We could get monthly adult stimulus checks. We could even get monthly stimulus checks for Social Security benefits. But all of that is still up in the air. Now, what has been officially approved is the Biden administration has officially confirmed they are increasing food stamp benefits, which is going to be the largest permanent increase in history. Now, we're going to discuss the details, exactly how much the increase is and how these changes came about. But first, let's circle back to exactly how this started. Now, the stimulus package we had way back in December of 2020 allowed for a temporary increase in the maximum SNAP benefit of 15%. Then in March, the American Rescue Plan extended this boost through September of 2021. Now, this increase amounted to about $28 per person per month for all participating households, or just over $100 per month for a family of four. Now, this is the previous increase, which was 15%. Now, the White House has announced an increase of over 25%. Now, this previous increase, the 15% adjustment, was previously scheduled to end in June, before the economy was likely to recover and while food insecurity would likely still be high. Now, the White House and the Congressional Budget Office estimated that extending it from June until September cost about $3.5 billion, but would help millions of Americans put food on the table. Increasing the maximum benefit of SNAP by 15% supported those who needed it the most, as well as actually helping stimulate the economy. Now, these last 18 months, we've had so many different stimulus programs, from stimulus checks, unemployment boosts, eviction moratoriums, rental assistance money. But one of the things that actually helps stimulate the economy the most is increasing SNAP benefits. And it's been proven that SNAP is one of the most effective mechanisms both at helping those who need it the most, as well as stimulating the economy. For example, during the 2009 economic crisis, a similar SNAP benefit increase was included in the 2009 Recovery Act. And experts estimate that not only did this help millions of people put food on the table, that every dollar that was spent to increase SNAP benefits actually increased gross domestic product by $1.50 during the recession of 2009. So bottom line here, folks, increasing SNAP benefits not only helps people who need the help the most, but it also stimulates the economy, which is part of the purpose of all of these plans, which in the end ends up benefiting everybody. Now, President Biden has announced that that increase was simply not enough. And now he's doing an even larger increase of over 25%, which for a family of four would add up to $1,768 in additional SNAP benefits per year. Now, although your household might be smaller, let's take a look and see exactly how this will benefit you. Now, the Biden administration has revised the nutrition standards of the food stamp program and prompted the largest permanent increase to benefits in the program's history, a move that will give low income more power to fill their grocery carts and add billions of dollars to stimulate the economy. The average benefit will rise by more than 25% compared to pre-levels. There are 42 million people currently on SNAP, and every single person will qualify for this additional stimulus. Now, by law, this move does not require Congress, so the Senate and the House cannot block this, and the Supreme Court cannot reverse this rule like they reversed the eviction moratorium. And this increase comes as for the last 10 to 20 years, Proponents of SNAP benefits have said that these benefits have been extremely too low. And not only does that directly affect your health, but research has also linked that food shortages can cause poor performance in school for children, which contributes to the vicious cycle of poverty. Now, under this new rule, the average monthly benefit for a single person will rise by $36 per month. Now, for a family of 4, this is $144 in additional SNAP benefits, which adds up to $1,728 per year. Now, if you're single, this adds up to $432 per year. And if you're a married couple with no kids, this adds up to $868 per year in additional benefits. So this is really, really good news for millions of Americans who truly need this help. Now, in order to justify this increase in benefits, the White House had to make sure that the Agriculture Department actually increased their estimates for cost of groceries. The main categories here are vegetables, fruit, grains, dairy, protein, and then miscellaneous, which generally includes things like candy, snacks, and coffee. Now, interestingly enough, the new plan only did a $2 increase in the cost of vegetables. And when it comes to fruit, it actually did a $2 decrease in how much your weekly fruit cost should be, from $29 down to $27 per week. Now, when it comes to grains, things like pasta and rice, the weekly estimate went up from $25 to $31 per week spent on grains. Dairy went up from $22 to $28, miscellaneous went up from $10 to $14, and the largest increase out of all of the categories was protein, going up from $29 per week to $47 per week. So when you look at the chart, the majority of this increase in benefits is actually from the cost of protein going up. And for a family of 4, the average weekly benefit is going to go up from $159 per week to $193 per week, which is a $34 per week increase, adding up to $136 per month. And again, $1,768 per year in additional SNAP benefits for a family of 4. So this is how Congress thinks you should be spending your money weekly on groceries. The majority of it should go towards protein and vegetables. $47 for protein, which includes meat, poultry, eggs, seafood, and nuts. And about the same amount, $46 for vegetables. Then dairy, grains, and fruit all are about $28 to $30 per week, leaving you with about $14 to buy coffee, candy, soda, and other things you consider snacks. Now, for a family of 4, this adds up to $193 per week. And guys, let me know in the comments, do you agree with this chart? Do you think it's accurate? And do you think $193 per week is enough to feed a family of 4? Now, although this is a really, really good increase and a really good step in the right direction, unfortunately, it's still not enough. But again, we are heading in the right direction, and this increase is going to go a long way to help millions of Americans put food on the table. Another really important topic I want to bring up is there are a lot of people who actually qualify for SNAP who don't even realize that they would. Now, most of you are familiar with the fact that there are income limits. You can only make a certain amount of money per household, depending on the size of your household, to still qualify for SNAP. When it comes to seniors and those who are retired, a lot of people don't realize that you actually have a lot of deductions, and SNAP will actually use these deductions to lower your income, meaning you could qualify for SNAP when you previously thought you wouldn't, or you can qualify for more SNAP benefits than you thought you would to begin with. Most of these deductions are specifically for seniors, and when it comes to SNAP, in order to be qualified as a senior, you have to be 60 years or older. So, for example, a household of 1 can only have a gross monthly income of $1,383 per month. So somebody who makes more than that might think they simply don't qualify for SNAP. However, there are a lot of deductions which will lower the calculation of your income, which will then allow you to qualify for SNAP. For example, medical expense deductions. For elderly members and disabled members, allowable medical costs that are more than $35 a month may be deducted unless an insurance company or someone else is paying for your medical bills. Now, this includes medical costs from going to the doctor or the hospital, dental expenses, prescription drugs, even over-the-counter medications that were approved by a doctor. It also includes things like nursing care, dentures, and inpatient and outpatient hospital expenses. On top of that, there's also something called the excess shelter cost deduction. The shelter deduction is for shelter costs that are more than half of your household's income after other deductions. This not only includes rent or taxes, it also includes things like utility bills, electricity, water, and fuel to heat and cook with. So basically what that means is if you spend more than half of your monthly income on housing, part of that will count as a deduction, which will then lower your monthly income on paper and allow you to qualify for SNAP or allow you to qualify for more benefits. So I know this can be a bit confusing, but basically, if you think you might qualify for SNAP but you still haven't signed up, call your local SNAP office and ask them two things. One, about the income requirement, and two, if you qualify for any deductions. Now on your screen, I have a good example of how to calculate your SNAP net income after deductions. And again, you have to be either disabled or 60 years and older to qualify for these deductions. Now first, you want to determine your household size. This is going to let you know what your income cap is to qualify for benefits. Then you want to figure out what your gross monthly income is. This is your monthly income before any taxes or deductions. For example, you might get $1,000 a month from Social Security and an additional $200 per month from a pension. Then there is a standard 20% deduction when it comes to earned income. This does not include Social Security or pensions. It is only money that you went to a job for. So in this example, let's say that's zero because all of your money is from Social Security and your pension. Now, if you have zero earned income, you can then use something called the standard deduction, which in this case would remove $167 from your income. You can then take into account your medical costs. So anything over $35 per month, as long as you're elderly or disabled, will count as a deduction. So in this example, let's say you spend $300 per month in medical expenses. That would then lower your monthly income on paper from $1,033 per month to $733. Now you want to determine, do you spend more than half of your monthly income on rent? And you do this after you've done every other deduction. So this isn't half of your gross income, it's half of your income after every other deduction we just spoke about. So essentially, we've reduced your income to $733 per month using the other deductions. Now you're going to cut that in half and determine whether or not you spend more or less than this on rent. So in this example, we divide $733 by 2. That gets us to $366.50. Now you have to determine, is this more or less than you spend on rent? For example, let's say you spend $600 per month on rent and utilities, so you subtract $366.50. So you just found out that you spend well above half of your income on rent after deductions, and to be specific, you spend $233.50 in excess shelter costs. That means that $233.50 will be your excess shelter cost deduction. So you take your income, which we already reduced to $733, and subtract $233.50, putting you at $499.50 in net monthly income. So you see, in this example, we took a monthly income of $1,200 per month and lowered it to $500 per month. And since this is a household of 2, the maximum income limit is $1,437, meaning that they easily qualify for the maximum SNAP benefit. So guys, I know that can be confusing, but if you have trouble doing this, call your local SNAP office. They should be able to walk you through this to make sure whether or not you qualify for benefits. But overall, this is really, really good news for the American people. Families of 4 will get $1,768 in additional benefits, and married couples without kids will get $884 per year in additional SNAP benefits. And guys, all of this is on top of the additional stimulus that we're still working on. Remember, Democrats are still putting together the details of the next stimulus package, and some Democrats are fighting for a 4th round of stimulus checks. Some are pushing for monthly adult stimulus checks as long as you make less than $30,000 per year. We still have some pushing for monthly checks for Social Security benefits and even permanent Social Security benefit increases across the board. And Democrats are expected to fully approve that stimulus package by the end of September. So guys, there are a lot of updates to come. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will keep you posted on the next 2 stimulus packages. Social Security changes, and daily news updates as well. And thank you so much for watching. So until the next video, take care and have a great day. And have a great day. And have a